Greetings and welcome to episode 2 of my Empire Total War Darth Mod Russia campaign. And this, my friends, we left it last time, where we are finally besieging the Crimea, my friends. We've struck hard, we struck fast here, not waiting to build up too much of a large army, but to strike hard against this Crimean force here. Two reasons, my friends. One is to remove the Crimean threat, which could be a thorn in our side. As you can see, they've already moved troops up here, trying to raid our lands, because they know we don't have the armies to really sort of move about quite a lot here and protect our lands in great depth. But also, my friends, to gain the port here, which will open up a lot of trade for us, which is absolutely vital for us to continue our reconstruction and continue building the armies we need to take on Sweden, who've declared war on us last term. But also, my friends, to be able to defend our borders both in the south and in the east to the level we really need, because we're going to come up against quite powerful foes soon, I think. So we've just got to make sure we're absolutely up to the best we can be, and to get that we need trade, and to get trade we need ports. I'm going to get ports, my friends. So as you can see, we are up against this Crimean army here, a lot of Cossacks, a lot of troops in each of these regiments, 2 garrison line infantry regiments. We've also got 2 militia, a mob. We've got this Cossack here, which went out and try and strike against these reinforcements I was sending in. They've got thoroughly thrashed. As you can see, they lost nearly 300 men there in that fight. As you can see here, we have got a lot of mobility in 3 cavalry regiments, 2 cannon, good fire support. We've got some of our best units here as well. I've brought them to the fight. We've also got 3 melee regiments, which will actually come very, very handy. But they've got these mortars where I really don't like the ranges. 500 for these. So I'm going to set my troops back and let them come towards us. But without further ado, my friends, we begin the fight here. If we can take the Crimea, clear the Crimea now, get that. We've also given ourselves a beautifully strategic position here, which was a strike in against the Ottoman Empire, who have built up quite a sizable force. Not a great quality force, but still a force that we'll have to deal with in Moldova. So we've got to make sure that we are strong enough to be able to deal with that as well, which means probably reinforcing quite vigorously this army here, or even getting another army up. And as soon as I am able to upgrade my barracks, once the technology research is finished, then I'll be able to get grenadiers, my friends. And once grenadiers start coming into the fight, then you start to really start kicking in the doors of the enemy quite hard. But let's see what we get here. Let's see, the terrain is absolutely crucial to this fight. If the terrain is good, the fight should go in our favour, but never underestimate your enemy, my friends. Never. Whoa, absolutely as flat as a pancake here. Apart from this area here, let's have a quick look. Pretty flat all around. We will probably be getting enemy coming in behind us. Look at that there. There is the Crimea in the background, my friends. Fighting on the edge of the town here. So they're fighting into a town. So first things first is let's get our troops up and running. I'll put the cavalry here. We don't have diamond formation yet, which is a bit of a problem for us in terms of, you know, being able to have our troops hitting in one spot quite hard. But still, my friends, we will make do with what we have here. We're still researching that. We do have our artillery here, demicannons. We've got some good cover here, some nice cover here. So I might just leave my troops in the sort of middle here, but I've got to get out of the range of those mortars. Those mortars can absolutely destroy an army quite easily. So what we are going to do is bring these under control. We're going to set them back here. I am going to leave a unit behind us as well to make sure we're fully covered. Bring them under tight control and limber. Look at that, beautiful. And already hidden as well. So if they're coming for us, they are going to meet with quite a surprise. And that goes for all of these here. We've got the general, as always. The general will be behind the enemy, behind our artillery. We've got the Streltsy regiments here, which are the melee, which are excellent troops to really start cutting down some of these. Oh, look at these, look at that. What a beautiful uniform that is. The Butryski regiment. Or Butryski. I love that name, that's fantastic. They look fantastic. So we're going to put those, they're going to anchor the line here, so they're going to be here, right in the centre. And thankfully we don't have fire by rank yet, which really is, you know, a fantastic discipline to have, really. It really is a fantastic tactic to have, fire by rank, because you just got volley after volley. You can cut down so many of your foes, but we'll get to researching that. I think we have the 10th Regiment here. This is the 14th Regiment. 10th Regiment on the right. Here again, they're hidden as well. And then we've got the Narvsky Regiment here, 5th Regiment. I think we'll have that on the left here. Hopefully hidden as well. A little bit, stretched out a little bit further. Let's have a look at the Narvsky Regiment. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful looking regiment there. Ho ho. We have got plug bayonets, and we've also got ring bayonets as well. We've got the Novogrodsky Regiment here, 8th Regiment. We're going to put these here on the right, because as you can see here, were they hidden as well? Oh no, they're not. No, they're up. As you can see here, they're overlapping here, so there's a chance they might come from this direction here. And we do have 2 regiments of Streltsy. What is this? I think I put another Novogrodsky regiment here. I do apologise to any Russian viewers, my friends. My poor pronunciation of some of these regiments and my poor pronunciation of Russian in general. It's, as you can probably tell, it's not the best. But we do have a very strong, firm line here. I'm going to actually set one of these regiments here to greet the regiment that was... Remember that I only 85 men left? I am actually going to blitz it with one of these regiments here to make sure our rear is covered. But I'm going to put these gentlemen in a reserve here. I might even send them out eventually, but I'm going to put them in reserve, ready to fight, ready to sort of counter charge, and here as well, along the line here. But our cavalry, absolutely vital to us is the cavalry. The cavalry's going to go here. Where is the demarcation line? Right by here, so I'm actually going to have to push these in and around here if I can. And I need to find that artillery and destroy it as quickly as possible. Let's begin, my friends. There it is. As I might have thought. I'm going to crush that. Steady there, gentlemen. Steady now. There's the 8-inch mortars. There they are. Oh, they're going to be coming across the path there. Look at that. Beautiful. We ain't going to go against these gentlemen. Come on, cut him down. Ooh, took one to the face there. Ooh, good duck. Ooh, some nice hand-to-hand combat here. Oh, just got absolutely wasted there. Come on, gentlemen. Take them down. I want those 8-inch mortars. That's why I need them. 4 men killed, just like that. Provincial cavalry. In you go, lads, in you go. Damn, we're taking it. If we can take these apart here, this Cossack infantry here. We need to take care of these ASAP. There's a long stretch here. Whoop. Their range has been shortened too much. We're too close. That's right, I'm going to destroy them. That's more like it. Thank you very much. Now they're in a disarray here at the rear. gone. Al-Mari, he's gone. Now then, we're going to strike. And we've ruined that there. Oh, look at this. I might stick... Yes, I'll put these gentlemen here. So they're ready. As soon as they come over the hill here, we're going to fight them hard. We're going to tackle them hard. Because the line of sight here, my friends, is going to be beautiful. A lot of these coming across here. In slow motion, but as soon as they go over that hill, we're going to absolutely pound them to pieces. They're in complete disarray here. I know you're tired, gentlemen. Still, we must. Don't let them form. Don't let them form. Into them before they even manage to form up. Get them, lads, get them now over this hill. Steady, steady. Be ready, lads, be ready. Lads. In there hard and fast. So get in there, lads. The general out of the way. Let's get in there. Shattered. Getting close, gentlemen. Getting close. We're going to utterly destroy these. Nowhere for you to hide. For you to hide. They're shattered. Charge on them. Follow them in. Let's see what they've got. These are beautiful. What a beautiful unit these are to have. I want these gentlemen shattered, please. Going to crack this line wide open. Lads, break them. Bite them, gentlemen. I want this flank secure. Don't give them any... Get in there. These have held up quite well here. We're going to move around to the flanks here. Oh, they're taking it to the Bursky regiment. They're doing excellently well here against the... Oh, they're shaking. But you'll find that we shall not waver. They're shaken. Get in there, as Egan out. That's it, hand to hand is your specialty. Oh, and a cavalry charge in the rear as well. Look at that, that's an utter decimation. Showing absolutely no mercy whatsoever. Ceasefire. Don't you break, cavalry, don't you break. They're shattered. They're wavering, they're starting to break. They are starting to break. Actually, what am I doing? I can actually get this here. Let's have those destroyed, please, gentlemen. I want these shattered, not just destroyed, shattered. Just your fire. We're just going to plot these in the back here. And let's push. We've got to push these troops as hard as we possibly can. They're broken. And it looks like these have come back, but let's see what they're up against now. We're not going to let any of them get away from us at all. They're shattered. They're shattered as well. Excellent. Going to give them a moment's respite. And for that, we send in these gentlemen here as well for the coup de grace. And that, my friends, is the Crimean Khanate dealt with. Pure Russian power. Before they get to the line. Oh, we'll end battle, I think, my friends. I think that was a very nice victory there. We managed to shatter a great deal there of the Crimean Khanate forces. That's what we need to do. We need now to take the Crimea. We've done a lot of damage. The Ottomans are nowhere to be seen either, so they can't reinforce their protectorate here. Look at this. They got 563, we got 2,000, we lost 772 men, they lost 2,500 men. Let's have a look at the statistics. Oh, look at that. The Streltsy did amazing. Look at this. Brilliant. Absolutely, these 3 regiments here pretty much defeated the entire Khanate army by itself. Ooh, look at that, he's dead. Isn't that a shame? It's Georgia. That's why I've reinforced the Don here. Don Voisko. Pirates. Oh. Excellent. Oh, look at that income there. That is beautiful. Now, what we are going to do, my friends, is we are going to see if we can take this. I think we just might do on an auto-resolve. Yes, indeed, look at that. Yes! The Crimea is now ours, and the foe has been vanquished. And we're going to move this regiment here into the Crimea. And we now have this at our disposal. We're going to repair this. How's the infrastructure? Well, they've actually done cobbled roads for us. Thank you very much. And, oh, just 3,000. That's not bad at all. Crimea. Crimea gone. Ooh, actually, industrial technology. Industrial technology, brilliant. Now, well, let's have a look at how our research is actually doing here. I think I'd like to try and get steam pump engine just to increase the output of our mine production. So, in fact, what I'm going to do here is actually have these gentlemen. Oh, actually, that's a measuring tool for roads. Yeah, I think I might actually switch this to roads, because the roads will definitely, look at that, plus 10% wealth generated from industrial buildings and plus 8 bonus town wealth from all buildings. And also we get roads, so we're going to get metal roads, so we definitely get that. We've now got this port open up here. Sevastopol. Oh, look at all this. Upgrade all of these farms. Beautiful. But look at, oh, look at that. They've left St Petersburg wide open here. They've moved troops here to the port here of Kronstadt. They've moved this army here. I'm going to go for this, my friends. I'm going to go for it. Oh, what we got here? We've actually brought quite a nice army here, to be honest with you. This is probably our best army we've got. The Cossacks here. Let's try to demand cement. No. What? Whoa, we've got it. Not even a shot fired. Oh, wow. I don't believe it. We actually got it. And this army is still intact. Wow. We do have these here loitering about. They have to be dealt with. But that is incredible. Holy smokes. That is absolutely incredible. We've got this army here still to deal with, but still. That is amazing. We've actually taken St. Petersburg back. We're going to invest in all of these farms here because that is what we need to do. We need to keep our production high. We need to keep our farms bringing in this income we need. Got to keep that economy ticking away. We have to. We've got coming in next turn. 5,806. Let's see if we can get some. 13 colonies, I wonder. Sounds good to me. Excellent. What minor nations? Well, Denmark, they're unfriendly at the moment, but Italian states. Italian states are. New Spain. New Spain is going to bring in a lot of money. I wonder if I can go for New Spain here. Plug bayonet. Yeah, why not? I've got nothing against New Spain. That's a lot of money because they are extremely rich. New Spain. Look at that. Fantastic. That's going to really give us a lot of oomph here in the financial part. Oh, look at that. The trade's already coming in. Russia, 30 colonies, and New Spain. Wow. So already is paying dividends, taking the Crimea, but it also gives a springboard to Moldova here. I'll probably use my army in Kiev, which I'm slowly building up. Let's have a look how research is doing here. 3 more turns until military, then I get drill school. With drill school, I can then get grenadiers. Oh, look at those grenadiers there. These grenadiers are fantastic, and they're the ones I'm going to use. they're going to kick in at the door of the Crimean Khanate, believe it, my friends. And also Sweden. Sweden's going to kick back quite hard now. I've got to be prepared for that, and they've also got these here. They're going to start raiding our lands, but so I've got to build an army in Moscow here to be able to deal with that. Look at how Poland are. Poland are indifferent to us, but if we can open up this port here, then we've got a lot of trade coming in. I think we can deal with that this army as well. We've got pikemen. This is quite a potent force here. Just 2 cavalry, so I have to be careful of this pikeman. Pikemen can devastate cavalry quite easily. Oh, that's so fantastic. It's a shipyard, which we will need. Okay, my friends, let's end this turn. Let's see what comes our way. Great Britain, I wouldn't mind to get a trade agreement with Great Britain. France. Spain. Quite a powerful Poland. Ottomans, here we go. What are they going to do? What's their response going to be? Wow, that's a pretty big. But they've drained Moldova to get that force, and they're going to block our watch. I knew it. There it is. Okay. Oh my word, that's a big army on the loose there. I've got to take care of that army. I'm afraid I will not be taking or getting involved in any fights. That army has to be taken care of. I could invest in a navy as well by the looks of it. And Georgia's increasing it. Oh, looks like they've been fighting the Ottomans. Okay. Oh yes, and we're gonna get rid of this. Make it a port. Our trade has been hit substantially here. I think what we will do is we're going to send these gentlemen into here to clear that port. Then we're going to repair that port. I definitely need to build a fleet up if I can. But I do need to take out this Swedish army here. I need to build some troops in Moscow as well to make sure that I'm not caught on the hop here at all. $4,329. I need to keep the tax income coming up quite nicely. Once all these are finally come onto production, it should boost our tax income. As you can see here, we are going to get hit quite significantly by this force, but I can't have this force here wandering about. So with that in mind, I need to venture out and strike into the rear of these and remove them from our lands. Let's do this, my friends. We've got to take this Swedish force out. We can't have it loitering about. The damage they can do would be significant. They might even threaten Moscow, which is just cannot happen at all. That's why I've got to reinforce Moscow quite significantly there. We need to seal off St Petersburg area so the Swedes cannot cross in as they see fit. Let's see what the terrain gives us as well. Hopefully the terrain will be in our favour. This could be a pivotal battle, considering how far we are into the campaign, which is only a small time. Getting rid of this Swedish force, or at least giving it, you know, a good kicking, is going to be absolutely vital to us. I hope to be able to destroy as much as... Ooh, this is cool, my word. The fog here is quite deep here. This is quite a dark day here. But ooh, look at that up here. This is what a beautiful location. What a beautiful location up here for artillery and to be able to hold. If we could hold this ridge up here. If this line was up a bit further here, it would be perfect location. If anywhere else, it's pretty good. This is quite nice up here. But you've got this valley down here, where your troops are sunk down quite a bit there. I wonder if I can use this ridge line here to defend. I think that's what I'll do. Definitely going to have to attack as well at some point. So I might use these Narvsky regiment here and this regiment here of foot to go out and attack. First of all, we need to clear this ridge line so I can deploy my artillery in an efficient way. So the highest point is probably about here. So I need to pull this back. It probably runs quite level here. So we're going to get these two regiments of artillery. They're going to be firing from the forest here to bring them under fire control, and we're going to get them here. They're hidden as well, so there'll be a nice first volley will be surprise. I think we'll have the 15th regiment here. Holding, I need to pull these forward a little bit. Holding a sort of semi-straight line here. We need to run this up here and down here. We're trying to avoid the valley if possible, but I might not be able to. Got the Cossacks. I'll bring the Cossacks back as a reinforcement. 16th regiment. These fights will also increase the battle readiness of these regiments as well, which is always good. Good to have a good, tough, battle-hardened veterans in your army. It does produce good troops. Again, the horse will be defending or helping. Got the 20th regiment here. Again, we're going to set these gentlemen up thus. So we're going to probably curve this like this to cover all points. We might have to have a regiment down the slope here, which is not really wanted, but luckily we've brought a lot of line infantry as well with us. No, what was that about? Perfect. 21st. And another regiment of cavalry here. I've got to try and make a prediction of where they will come from. I need to flank around and try and take out these as quickly as possible. 21st regiment. I think I'll put the 21st here. I wanted to avoid this valley in its entirety, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to. We've got the Cossacks. We've got the general, who is going to be sitting behind here. This flank is quite exposed still, so I'll probably have to put the Cossacks in there. But I got a feeling they'll do their job. They'll do what needs to be done. Oh, look at that. That's a pretty rough deployment zone right there. Now these regiments are going to be my strike. Wait a minute. There, we've got the 17th, so I can actually pull the Cossacks off the line. And we can use the 17th regiment here to hold this extreme left flank, which is just as well. The Cossacks will be held in reserve here to be deployed where they might be needed. Take them off fire at will. And we have 3 regiments here of a strike force that's going to be sent out to try and flank the Swedish. But I've got to try and guesstimate where they might be. Actually, I'm going to switch them to this flank over here. mainly because we've got this valley here, these trees here, which allow us to hide this regiment here. And we've also got these gentlemen here, which are going to provide the mobile support to this strike force. Hopefully I can hide these gentlemen as well. No, I can't. That one there. Why not that one there? Yes, excellent. We've got this strike force here hidden well. So the Swedish might not even know it's there. Let's begin, my friends. They're right over here. Actually, that's we've pretty called that pretty well. So we're going to move these gentlemen out. Try and put them on a course. Pikeman, beautiful. Fire at will, gentlemen. Ho ho ho, what a shot. Demi cannons. It looks like they're going to start trying to move in here. Demi cannons do have to be. We've got a regiment of horse here. Pikemen here. French cavalry. Be very, very careful about what we do here. Oh, that's a heck of a shot. That was a heck of a shot. Oof. Steady, lads, steady. They come in, be ready. Ready for that counter charge. Oh, what a volley. What a volley. Oh, here they come. We're going to swing here, cut them off right here. Let's go, lads. Ah! Oh, look at that. They've broken. Broken easily. Close in, gentlemen, close in. Break them, lads, break them. Keep firing, lads. Look at that, my friends. Beautiful. 3 regiments, and we've just got 2 cavalry regiments have broken this entire Swedish army. That, my friends, is a beautiful... It's shattered. It's shattered. We've got to shatter as many of these as we possibly can. Look at that. They always come back. The pikemen always come back. No, don't get involved in them. I want the general broken, please, gentlemen. Shattered. That goes for these fiends here as well, please, gentlemen. Excellent. So we wait now to see what excellent. That, my friends, was a superb victory. It is completely decimated this Swedish army here, probably eliminating the threat, or as a potent force at least destroying them in one go there. We shattered a lot of their units, hopefully freeing this area up from raiding. If I can build up a strong force in Moscow. Yes, you just how many men are left? Just those 3 here. We do have these men loitering about here. I will send this army up if I have to destroy this Swedish force here. Let's get those back up and running. These gentlemen will be moved back into St Petersburg. That's not too bad. 4790 coming in next turn. Hopefully, if this trade here is actually it's going to be a bit of a problem there for us. We have to remove these shipyards here from the Crimean control. Let's end the turn, my friends. Let's see what happens. convert that other area in St Petersburg. Excellent. We can convert that to a shipyard as well. It's going to increase our trade income exponentially. Looks like Spain is having a few problems here with Portugal. Ow. Yes, excellent. So they're starting to free up a few of the trade lines here for us. It would appear the Ottomans are beginning to put together some armies they're sending up here. But they freed up that port there. What's Sweden going to do? There it is. I knew it. I absolutely knew it. And they're going to try and go for Moscow. Oh, you're dead. This army here is going to be finished off for definite. That's a large army there from the 13 colonies. Pirates. Let's see what we've got. What have we been given? Come on, pirates, do your thing. Now we've got the trade route here being hit by these here, but hopefully... Excellent, these troops are up and running. We've got this port back opening. You know, New Spain has been completely raided here, so we're not getting anything through here. Excellent, 6767. I knew it. I knew they would be heading for there, but we've got to eliminate this force here. Yes. We're going to have a trading port. Take 2 turns. Look at that. Beautiful. Tax income is coming in nicely here. Infrastructure will have cobbled roads there eventually. 1 second. Oh, -1 to morale. Bryansk has been raided. Let's bring that up to, and that's been also been raided. Bring that up to full repair. This army needs to be dealt with. So that's the gentleman that's been giving us problems. And he's quite a potent agent as well. That was a nice... Wow, Portugal's gone. Whoa, Spain's taken Portugal. Wow. Looks like Spain is starting to increase its power quite a bit here. Let's have a look what's going on. Whoa, Austria's almost gone. Look at that. The Ottomans have taken Hungary. Vienna and Prague are left. It looks like the Swedes have taken Denmark as well. Wow. And Poland is extending its reach significantly. So we're going to be up against quite some potent foes here. I do need to take these out. But we're not going to be... Can't actually trade with anyone else until that other one is ready. How is our research? Oh, 1 more military syllabus. And then... So we're going to recruit again here. That gentleman there. We're also going to begin recruiting here as well. Actually, we need to probably begin repairing this army here. A lot of these forces have taken a bit of a beating, but we're still going to start replenishing them up. Is there any more farms we might have missed? We can replenish. Any more farms? Out there. And there. Here as well. And there, we can probably squeeze another farm out if possible. And that would be there. Excellent, my friends, excellent. We're at peace with Georgia, peace with Dagestan. That's fine with us. But it looks like the Ottomans are actually... Oh, look at that. Georgia have taken Armenia. So they've pushed hard against the Ottomans. That's good, because that's going to mean they're going to be squeezed from there. But the Ottomans are actually expanding. If they take Venice, or Vienna, I beg your pardon, that's going to be a heck of a coup for the Ottomans, the coup de grace. But actually, the Ottomans might be in a bit of trouble here. But looks like Poland is going to be quite a formidable enemy. We've rid of ourselves of this army here. We're going to move these gentlemen into here. Let's have a quick scout down the coast here to see what might be coming our way. Nothing at the moment. So that might leave Riga and Estonia free for us to be able to take. So put this right on the border here of Vilnius as well. We're just trying to build things up really nice and steady. We've got this armies. We can't build anything here yet. We've maxed out on our best troops. I need grenadiers. So as soon as that is ready here, I need to build a drill school. Probably in Kiev, actually. As soon as this regiment is ready here, this is going to be sent out. We're going to take care of this army here. Let's end the turn, my friends, see what happens. That's what Great Britain brings to the table. Nothing. France is... Austria, who was... Look at that. Their lands have shrunk significantly. Don't tell me that Ottomans have just taken Prague as well. Or Vienna, should I say. The Ottomans seem to be moving away from the front line here. I'm not sure where to. Oh, they're reinforcing. They are reinforcing significantly. Raiding out trade lines here. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Thought so. That's perfect. We're going to take this army out. Wow, looks like Georgia are coming under quite a bit of threat here from sort of for religious unrest. Do you know what? Luckily, the Barbary state has been kept under firm check by other nations. Oh, wait a minute, not again. This guy's becoming a right pain. Okay, let's have a look what we got here. Oh, military syllabus is done. Time to rid ourselves of this force once and for all. We send this back to Moscow and continue building here. It looks like everything is back to parity here. Thank you very much. These gentlemen can go back into here. Oh, drill school. Now, do I need... Yes, I could probably get a drill school here. And I could probably do with a drill school on the border here as well. Yep, definitely going to need a drill school here. And what have we got coming in here? If this is ready yet? Not yet. One more turn. That should be available then. So we're going to need at least 3 or 4 of these 5th rate ships. So let's begin building them. As soon as this army gets back, we can restart replenishing it. But it is an experienced army now. One I'm going to keep in Moscow just for a rainy day, as it were, until it's going to be needed here. Let's get the farm here in Moscow and the Muscovy up and running as well. We need to get as much as we can out of our economy. Coming down into here. There's a lot leaving into here. 3,300 leaving here. So that's why we've had to clear this whole area of any Swedish. Let's have a look at here. Empty. Completely empty. Which means they... Whoa. I also need to know what's over here as well in Livonia. But we know that Finland is empty, so if I could get an army here from Moscow, I might be able to move it out and try and take Finland. That would be a real boon for us, but I got a feeling our trade was going to be hit quite hard. So your trade is 6428. Ooh. That's okay, if they're hostile towards us, that's fine, but I thought a deal would have been quite nice, since we have land links with them. But they're obviously not feeling too generous today, but that's why I had to move down these here into Don to give us at least some chance of holding. But as you can see, they've taken Armenia. Barracks. They've got a full palace or port here, high port. They're actually not. This is pretty good actually. From Istanbul. Istanbul might be able to be taken here. They've got nothing in here at all. I might be able to dash in there and raid quite hard. The Crimea would be wide open, but if I could jump in here and take this, my word, that would be what a boon that would be. I'm going to seriously consider doing that. There'd be hardly anything defending that at all. They might be sending all their troops. What? Whoa! Whoa! The Ottomans have taken Vienna! Holy smokes, their power is going to be unbelievable. The Ottomans have extended all the way into here. Prague is all that's left. That is staggering. Let's end the turn, my friends. This is going to be a heck of a campaign. The Ottomans have dug themselves in so deep. I'm going to begin reinforcing the Kiev garrison, I think, to make sure we're not going to be, especially with brand new barracks coming in. With those barracks I can build grenadiers. That's going to be an absolute boon to us. Ottoman Empire, let's just see what they're going to do. Hopefully nothing at all. But they may kill the Austrians off for good. It looks like they're sending troops up that way. Wow. Plot thickens, my friends. Plot. Yes, indeed they are. They're sending troops up there. I absolutely knew it. Ah. Looks like Persia's looking to unsettle. pirates, last but not least. Damn, let's take a look at that. Our trade has been hit pretty hard there by that. Oh, United Provinces are gone, the Dutch are dead. Whoa. -1 military, damn. Okay, who took them out then? Oh, Prussia. Prussia have taken the Netherlands, wow. I wonder if I can get an alliance with Prussia. They seem to be pretty potent to them. Ooh, hello, good sir. Okay. What's Spain? Why not? Why not? Let's do that. It's going to pay for itself anyway. Let's see if we can... And if we can do technology for that. Excellent, good sir, excellent. Ooh, 4886. We've boosted our income there. We'll let this here, we've got nothing coming in here, but that's fine. Not a lot I can really do about that at the moment because I don't have any ships to deal with it. What we are waiting for is that to be built here. So I'm going to just reinforce this here with 2 regiments. And these gentlemen are going to be moved back into Moscow. And they're going to be reinforced as well. Not yet. That's taken a big hit here, this Weaver's Cottage. Cavalry. Next turn, my friend, next turn you should be upgraded as well. So will you, but that's too much. I need to save some of this money up if I can. I know there's not a lot going on in this end yet, my friends, but I need to wait till this drill school is ready. Then I can produce grenadiers, and then I'm going to really start sending a message. Don't mess. Do not mess with us. That's a lot of irregulars, so we could probably take that army out quite easily. Start kicking in the door here of this. Firmly under control. I want to get that under control as quickly as I possibly can. So it's actually orthodoxy is going up here. Wow, that is scary. Look at that. They've taken everything. I wonder if Poland would be interested in an alliance now. Oh, they can't. Cannot ally with an enemy of your allies. Austria. Austria is our ally, that's the problem right there. Not to worry, my friends, not to worry. Actually, what can I recruit from here? Actually, I'm going to invest in the roads. Let's end the turn. Cobble roads, that'll increase our trade. Unfortunately, we have lost that. We've got this trade route luckily open here. Britain is... Whoa, Britain is hitting Spain pretty hard there. Oh, they're raiding as well. Let's see what the Spanish resistance will be. Oh, Spain have taken Gibraltar. Have taken Morocco. Oh, oh. Indeed, good sir. Canister shot, I shall accept that. Let's try and get friendly with Spain. Looks like Spain might be pretty powerful in this campaign. So we're actually going to take that offer. Canister shot will aid us. Ottomans, what are they going to do? Trying to win settlers here by using these imams. Sweden. No, that's going to have to be dealt with. These armies cannot be used to raid at all. We have to deal with these. You leave us alone, Barbary states. Yeah, what? Oof, 1,800. I don't think I'm going to bother repairing that even. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to. Actually, so I'll just wait. I'll let them put that. But this is not going to be allowed to loiter around. Ruthlessly put this down. Look at that, 0 here. That's okay, what we've got coming in next turn, 455. Ah, nothing from Spain. Spain's being blockaded by Britain, that's why. I might... Actually, I'm going to... Oh, Morocco's gone. Hang on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into another trade port. What I do need to do is strike against these Ottoman here. If when I had a boat, I would be able to take go across there and just take this out in one go. I'm going to take these out here. What's the control like here in this region? Pretty strong. I need to keep this here. And here, I've got to keep expanding my army here. And also here as well. And also Moscow Drill School. But my friends, I'm probably going to end this episode here. We've had some excellent times here. We've taken Crimea and we've also taken St Petersburg. But as you can see here, the Ottomans have expanded exponentially here. Really, really hard they've expanded. So we've got to be careful what we're doing here, my friends, in terms of making sure we've got everything as it should be. We can't actually do anything here. Try one last time. Let's just try this with... and some... oh, I can't give them technology. We've already got it here. Anyway, let's cancel that. Anyway, friends, hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, my friends, your comments are always most welcome down below. Please let me know what I should do. I've been trying with the best I can to try and get my economy up and running as quickly as I possibly can. And also holding off multiple attacks from Ottomans and also from St. Petersburg, from the Swedish, should I say. Got St. Petersburg, got the Crimea, but looks like the Polish and also the Ottomans are going to pose quite a problem for us. But we shall not yield, my friends. We shall not back down. But until next time, my friends, when I can promise you many more battles to come. Until then, my friends, bye for now.